everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ari, otherwise known as Young Black Educator, and I'm coming with you today with 5 things I wish I knew before I started teaching. Let's go! So number 1, the first thing that I wish I knew before going into education was the emphasis on behavior management. I'm talking classroom behavior, behavior management with staff, navigating all of these complex relationships. First, I'm going to talk about behavior management in the classroom. It would be immensely helpful if you were coming in to the classroom with a background in behavior analysis, ABA therapy, or anything of the sort, because you're really going to incorporate a lot of these principles when it comes to being strategic with navigating the behaviors of your students, as well as navigating behaviors amongst staff. I'm a special education teacher, so in this role, I am an acting supervisor with support staff, and that comes with complex relationships, challenges, likes, dislikes, and learning how to navigate various personality styles. Number 2, this also goes a lot into number 1. It is the emphasis on relationship building. In education, you are not, working alone. You are not siloed on an island. This system is very collaborative. You'll be collaborating with other teachers, colleagues, administrators, related service providers, and also parents. So it's important that you know how to navigate these relationships effectively. That means consistent and clear communication, learning how to work through conflict management, problem-solving skills. All of these things are going to be really important. And I know for me, I'm actually an introvert, so navigating these relationships at first was a big learning curve. To be an effective educator, it is necessary to clearly collaborate and be able to communicate your thoughts and ideas with your colleagues and with parents. Number 3, this one is more on just the teaching side. The financial strain with teaching is very present. Basically, I would tell myself to prepare for minimal financial growth. Number 3 is prepare for minimal financial growth. Let me tell you what that means. In teaching, the opportunities for upward mobility are limited. Really, what you can do from here is go into administration. That could be a vice principal, principal, or administration that's specific to a certain department, whether it's curriculum, special education, whatever the case may be. To do this, in most states, I'm here in California, you do need another credential. We call it here an administrative credential. So that's something that you need in order to move up. Of course, this involves coursework in most cases and also requires money. It's another financial investment. So in addition to paying off my student loans from getting my teacher certification, now looking to administration, that will require an additional cost to even make that investment to be eligible to transition to administration. So it's something you should think about when considering going into teaching. The opportunities for upward mobility is limited. Number 4, burnout is inevitable. With the ever-changing expectations, the changes in technology, the changes in the methodology, the language changing, curriculum changing, you really have to stay on your toes or burnout will creep up like you wouldn't believe. Things are always changing and shifting, and you're always forced to be flexible and adapt to different things that sometimes it feels like you can't keep up. With the increased environments and ever changes in the educational landscape, it's important that you take care of yourself and have a work-life balance, because it can really feel like there's not enough hours in the day. And you know what? Some days there's not. Number 5, the emotional toll of teaching. Teaching is a unique role in which you are expected to be present physically, emotionally, socially, intellectually. This is pulling at you in various capacities. And sometimes we really don't think about the emotional toll that teaching takes. With some roles, you can be a little bit more detached from your work when it comes to like working with numbers, for example, or working with very kind of strict processes. Working with people, the work isn't like that. You really take your work home, you really put your heart in your work, you start to have empathy for students, some of the things that they're going through in their lives, as well as their families. We have parents working hard, trying to make ends meet, while still juggling parenthood and wanting to support their students to receive the best educational outcomes that they could receive. So sometimes you can take on that burden, of course secondhand, of course, not being their parents, but you can take on those things as if they are your own. And so imagine that with a whole class of students and their individual needs. It takes a real emotional toll out of you. As you can see, teaching is full of surprises and the educational landscape is ever changing. Really, the best advice that I could give you is to come into teaching with a growth mindset and really focus on perfecting your craft and ever changing and growing and staying on top of professional development. So I hope this information was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more educational content from this channel. Thank you for watching.